As we welcome you to the Day of Champs here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex, the Chatham-Kent Cougars Bantam Division and the championship game, fall football. Beautiful fall day here in Chatham. Mike Renier along with Mike James. We're going with Team White and Team Green here on this windy morning, so the wind probably going to play a major factor for these kids.
Yeah, it certainly is, Mike. Wind looks to be coming out of the east. As we can see the flag in the distance. These two teams matching up. First down was a toss to the outside, but it was fumbled. But Team White did recover. Second down, and decent game there from Team White.
Different structure here in this one. It looks like we'll have a couple of 25-minute halves for this one. But a whole day of football here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. And certainly we're used to the summertime football. This is certainly a different feel up in the booth today. Luckily we have sunshine, something we haven't seen very much in the last week, but those late fall winds are whipping around here today.
Yeah, they certainly are. Any view of the fans that have come out to take in today's festivities? Certainly everyone bundled up for today's cool matchup.
Third down and a long way to go. They keep it on the ground once again, but the defense is right there to wrap them up. Even a further loss here on third and about 13. Looks like about a drop of 7 on that play. So that's going to bring up fourth and an entirely different area code now for Team White as their first go around on offense. Didn't really net a whole lot there.
And you'll notice as well, not a lot of substitutions here, obviously, with the this being if you would even call it, I guess, an intra-squad game, because they are both teams are part of the Cougars, Chatham-Kent Cougars football organization. So looks like they're eliminating punts here, and they're just turning the ball over, marking off the yardage, and now Team Green will start with the ball first and 10. Oh, yeah, it looks to be at about the 42-yard line.
Interesting determination of where they place the football here. You must think that they just allow for a 30-yard punt, maybe a 35-yard punt from the previous spot of the football. That's what I can probably surmise from that.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Mike. Certainly your math is better than mine, but
oh no, I'm just picking numbers. On a good day, it's mediocre. Team Green back now with the football. A little bit of a fumble with the snap, but it picked up 77 Green and a nice little seam along the near side. There is a flag that comes out, and he's getting past everybody towards the end zone. And it's a close call right at the end zone, but a flag comes out around the 20-yard line, around the 15-yard line, actually.
And I think they're marching this one back. Look like the officials on the field, who you'll notice aren't wearing the striped shirts. They're pointing back towards Team Green here.
No, they just stand right there.
So this one's going to come back. Looks like Team White hasn't recognized that yet. They're lining up at about the 3-yard line.
Or they're giving a lot of yardage up to the opposition. One of the two.
It's quite the strategy. Let's see if it pays off.
Whether that was an offensive holding, they're marching this back quite a ways here. Oh, it's pass interference. So now this football is coming back on the green side of the football field.
Well, that's offensive pass interference, so it wasn't even a passing play. So that's
this one would be back
a little bit peculiar.
Now they're moving the football up as they do the math in their head as well.
Yeah.
So now from about the 53-yard line, back in Team White's side of the football field. So this football going back and forth quite a bit here in this football game early on. As they pitch it off to the running back, number 7 with it now for Team Green. He's got a lot of resistance, and he's in a lot of trouble behind the line of scrimmage, but he's trying to make up for it going to that far side now. And look at this gain for the running back to the 40-yard line, still on his feet towards the 35. And what looked like a disastrous run there turns into a net gain. He picks up about 5. And that looked like a whole world of a loss there initially, but give that running back a lot of credit. He picks up about half of what he needs for a first down.
Yeah, well, and also if you remember, that ball was spotted after the penalty on that run was spotted back at about the 52-yard line. So a gain of about 15, even though he covered probably about 60 yards on that run, but escaped 2 tackles where he looked to be wrapped up and then cut it back across the field. Great run there by number 7.
Team Green keeps it on the ground once again. 77 now on the assignment. And he will pick up 2, maybe 3. Looks like maybe a 2-yard gain on 2nd and 5. For he's wrapped up by the line for Team White. So this is going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 now, as we're still in a scoreless football game with the Chatham-Kent Cougars and the Day of Champs and the Bantams, the second up on the day. As time is ticking down in the first half here, 19 minutes to go.
Good stick there by the middle linebacker, number 55 for Team White, taking down the running back, 77, short of that first down mark, bringing up this crucial 3rd down.
This football game still looking for its first down. Can Team Green get it? A little pass along to the near side, and it's going to be just enough as it's hauled in along this near sideline to the 30-yard line. Number 5 for Team Green hauling that one in. It is bright socks.
Yeah,
he would be found in the thickest fog with those ones, but he hauls that one in for a first down.
Oh, I love that play. Nice little throw to the wide receiver and then let the receiver do something with it. Initially caught that ball short of the first down mark, but good fight through there. Good little spin move at the end and then dive following forward, enough for the first down.
1st and 10. They keep it on the ground, and right up the middle, they'll gain a couple of yards. Number 35 on that assignment. So it looks like Team Green is really spreading this football around in a number of options in both rushing and passing. Mostly a rushing heavy first half here, but a number of different players touching the football in this first half.
And you mentioned, Mike, the wind out of the east is blowing. It is quite brisk out there today. It is a cool one.
Once again, Team Green keeping it on the ground, and a little seam right up the middle, heading right towards the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for Team Green. They hit the score sheet first as big number 7 with another touch of the football, and he saw that hole right away as soon as he touched the football. And he went all the way into the end zone. So touchdown, Team Green, Cougars up 6-0.
Nice run, nice hole right up the middle there. Good job by the offensive line, and getting the ball into the end zone. So good job there by number 7 and the big guys up front clearing the way, and pretty easy scamper there for the touchdown for Team Green.
Good second series here for Team Green as now they go for the 2-point convert along the far side and swat it away, so it will be an unsuccessful conversion. And it's going to remain a 6-0 lead here for Team Green as we're approaching the midway part of the first half here on a chilly fall day at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex.
Yeah, good job by our number 81 there on the outside, defensive back, breaking that up, reading that play nicely, and not allowing that 2-point conversion. So Team White going to get the football back, trailing 6-0.
So after that major score, now early movement, and a flag is coming out. Looks like this is going to be a free play for Team White, but it's going to be a good one on the ground here right towards midfield. And a second flag comes out of the 45-yard line and scampering down the field. Nice run for 55 at Team White.
Yeah, that's going to be both flags, I believe, against Team White. The one over here that came in later on was the block in the back on the receiver on the defensive back. And then earlier on, it looked like it was a false start on Team White as well. So this one is certainly going to go back.
Six nothing. Team Green getting a major score in their second possession of the football game. A rushing touchdown. Now Team White trying to respond in kind. They've got the football. Pretty good field position. Ball currently resting at the 38-yard line. Very brisk wind whipping around here. Six 0 lead for Team Green, and now they will keep it on the ground. Team White with the seam along the left-hand side. Some room to move, trying to get first down yardage, and it will be just a couple of yards short as a defense for the tech-savvy Team Green, able to swarm into the running back, number 52, but still a nice little pickup on first down, as it looks like he gets, well, they're going to mark that out to the 45, actually, but still close to a 7-yard pickup on first down, so second and about 3.5 to go here.
Nice little jump cut at the end there by number 81, who had that carry before the big gang tackle there from Team Green. Good rallying defense there to the football and not allowing any extra yards at the end.
The Bantam Day of Champs here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. 6-0 lead for Team Green in this first half. And once again, here's tech-savvy White keeping it on the ground. This will be first down yardage and a whole lot more, just staying in bounds past the 50-yard line and tiptoeing his way for as much as he possibly could there. Good job by 55 on the ground to get past the 50-yard line into enemy territory.
That was a nice move there from 55 with the carry. A little changing gears. He slowed it down a little bit and then turned on the jets again, fooled the defender, and was able to squeeze by along the sideline, picking up some extra yards and bringing up that fresh set of downs, as you mentioned, Mike.
So now both offenses, after a first series on both sides, didn't really work out the way the teams wanted it to. Second go around looks a little bit more like a well-oiled machine, as Team Tech-savvy White is trying to respond to an earlier touchdown by their opposition. 11:40 to go in the first half. And now early movement. They're going to blow this dead right away. Looks like this is going to be offside on the defense, you would imagine.
Is the ref going to tell us what he's calling?
No, they're not. They're very.
Two early starts.
I think it looks like they're going to march us back against Team White. I think they're going to say that Team White with a false start there.
5-yard false start penalty goes against Team White. Repeat first down, first and
So it comes right back to midfield now. Just a shade over 11 minutes to go in the first half.
That guy was great, Sal, that set all this up.
He did it so fast.
He did it so fast. He just stayed out of his way.
Yeah. I
He did
just
really good.
helped him showed him where the power was, and I got that door closed on all his wires. And
Now first and 15 for Team Tech-savvy White. They've got a little seam along the left-hand side. Now cutting down the middle of the field. He's got a long way to go here. He's getting past everybody. Now he's trying to turn the corner, and maybe that last little step there for 55 along that far side, he might have cost his team a major score as he was getting past everybody. But nonetheless, after a huge pickup, that is first down and a whole lot more for Team Tech-savvy White. And Nathan Holdaway, he has had a pretty good first start to the first half here.
Yeah, nice run by Holdaway. Great cutback, takes it to the left side, then spots the lane, cuts it across the grain to the far side of the field. Good pursuit, though, from number 77. I believe that was Jack Countryman, who ended up making the tackle. Didn't give up on the play and held Holdaway from getting into the end zone. That was about the only thing that was going to stop him, was big 77.
is his first name Sawyer?
First down, Team Tech-savvy White. They go to the air this time and almost intercepted. That was a close call there. Number 10, Green, was right there, just a little bit over his fingertips. So a dicey pass attempt there, but it falls incomplete And 2nd and 10 now for Team Tech Savvy White.
For a second there, I wasn't even sure if that pass was a forward pass, if that was a live ball, but they are going to say that was a forward pass.
Nah, it's
No, it sounds good. That's okay. Yeah.
So you're saying number 4?
Football at the 21-yard line.
Yes.
Okay.
Quarterback is Sawyer. 55 is
Hold away.
those are the two main guys.
Once again, now they hand it off to the running back immediately, but the front line of Team Tech Savvy Green saw that coming from a mile away, and that's going to be a loss on 2nd down. So now that's going to be 3rd down and close to 10. Pardon me, math is terrible this morning. 3rd and almost 20 here, as the ball is almost back to the 30-yard line. So now this task is pretty monumental here for Team Tech Savvy White, as they're looking to cut into this deficit. It's 6-0 right now with under 8 minutes to go in the first half.
Good play there from Big 99, getting some penetration, making that tackle on Holdaway.
3rd down and a long way, and now they'll go to the ground. 55 getting that toss and using his big frame, cutting off to that right-hand side of the field. And he'll get some of that yardage back, but still it's going to be 4th down. And still quite a ways to go here. So 4th down and about, I'd say 6 or 7.
Here's green guy, so.
And now we'll see what Team Tech Savvy White decides to do here. Very windy day, so you would pretty much think this is going to be just going for it.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're allowing field goal attempts in this squad, intra-squad game, if you will, or not. But certainly they've got the wind at their back. Although the wind seems to be shifting around now. It's almost blowing north-south as opposed to east to west.
That's all he gave us, yeah. It was just a young kid that brought up.
And like you said there, Mike, looks like they're just going to line up and go for it here on 4th down.
Green one's out there now.
Still pretty deep into opposition territory. They hand it off, a little bit of room to move along that far side, but it looks like it's going to be a little short.
It's stopped by 77.
Big 77 in green, Jack Countryman there, wrapping up the running back. And yes, it is short, so Team Tech Savvy Green with a 6-0 lead will get the football back fairly deep in their own territory, but they've got the lead. And they were able to successfully stop this drive for Team Tech Savvy White. It looked pretty good there as they marched down the field, but just couldn't turn that into any kind of points.
Well, good job there by Countryman. A couple of key tackles on that drive, playing at that safety position, it looked like. That time, making the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And then you remember earlier on the tackle on the big run by Holdaway, he made the touchdown-saving tackle on his hustle down the field.
So back on offense, Team Tech Savvy Green, after that last drive, resulted in a major score. And nothing there as the quarterback looking downfield trying to pass it, but took a bit too much time. And the front line able to bring him back behind the line of scrimmage. So that's a fairly big sack there. And a good defensive job by Team Tech Savvy White. A bit of a boost after they turned it over on downs in the football.
Yeah, big number 60, I believe, there, coming up with the sack. Nice job on the penetration. Team Green looking to put the ball in the air, but not a lot of time for their quarterback to find an open receiver. And big number 60 does a good job getting through the line and coming up with the tackle for a loss.
So 2nd down and a long, long way. And now Big 7 with the carry. And again, trying to turn the corner along the right-hand side, but
Mattia, M-A-T-T-I-A.
Mattia on the carry there for Team Tech Savvy Green. And again, another good job defensively by Team White to cut that attempt short.
Yeah, Holdaway, big 55, coming up with the tackle. Nice hustle, running from that middle linebacker position that he's been playing. Comes up and makes the big hit on Mattia. And it's 3rd and long now for Team Green. Deep in their own territory.
Big play here. They do have a 6-0 lead. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Out of the shotgun formation, snap, and now he's looking down the field trying to find an open receiver, but nobody there as this one falls on the turf.
Elliot Pico's pass falls incomplete on the far side.
Pico looking down to that left-hand side of the field, and he underthrew his man by a few yards. So now 4th down and a long way to go here. And maybe they're just going to elect to say, hey, let's just turn it over midfield.
It looks like they're marking off 25 yards for the punts. We were talking earlier about what kind of yardage they were giving for the punts. It's 25 yards, so they march that off, and Team White now with good field position, trailing 6-0.
Tech-savvy White now takes over at the Green's 40-yard line, first down.
So now Team Tech Savvy White still down by 6, a 6-0 deficit. They have pretty good field position at the opposition 40-yard line. They now fake to the air, and now it took a little bit of time. Down they go as Sawyer looking off to his left and down the field trying to find something in the air, but he gets taken down. That's a huge sack as he dropped. Looks 10 yards, so a 2nd and 20 coming up here.
Yeah, Kellen Smith with the sack. That's a huge loss. For a second there, it looked like maybe the quarterback for Team White was going to escape and try to make something happen with his feet, but Smith said, I don't think so, and just chucked him down to the ground. Good play there by Smith.
Long way to go here on 2nd down. This time they will put it on the ground right up the middle. Some decent yardage to the 45-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup. And now a flag comes out well after the play is done.
Yeah, I think they're going to call this on the ball carrier there, 33, Riley, for throwing the ball down in frustration after being stopped on that run. Yeah, they're going to march that against Team White there for throwing that ball at the end of that run. And that's going to make it extremely, extremely long here. I mean,
this
10,
is 30 yards, I
20,
believe.
yeah, 30 yards, you're right.
My goodness. 3rd and 30, so shooting themselves in the foot a bit with that penalty. Trying to get back on even terms. It's not going to be easy on a 3rd and 30. And again, a little stutter step off the bat here. So another infraction. And it looks like maybe a false start. I think it's going to be called against Team White. So what was pretty good field position, now they're a long way from that original starting point. And it's going to be 3rd and 35, which you don't see very much.
No, you really don't. There's no plays in the playbook for a 3rd and 35.
In case of 3rd and 35, this is what you should do. Time ticking down. This could be the last play of first half here. Huge task on 3rd and 35. They drop back to pass. And Sawyer's found his man. A jump ball at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, good catch there.
And that is going to wrap up first half, and that's a good little exclamation point to go into halftime.
Yeah, it looks like it was Jason Reno with the grab there, number 50 for Team White. And this is a nice way to end the first half, but Team White goes to halftime trailing this one 6-0. Close, hard-fought affair so far.
Time zipping by with the clock pretty much running the entire half, and both teams' defense coming up big when they have to. So a 6-0 edge heading into halftime on this Bantam Day of Champs in fall football at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex with the Chatham-Kent Cougars. Second half action, Bantam Championship Day, the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. Back at it, Mike and Mike with you. It's a 6-0 lead for Team Tech Savvy Green. They have the football to begin quarter number 3. And right off the first snap of the quarter, they whistle it down.
Looks like the officials maybe weren't set yet. There's no penalty flag on that.
And Team Tech Savvy Green will keep it on the ground, trying to find a seam along that far sideline. And that's number 77, Big Countryman, with the assignment. Still on his feet, still trying to bring him down. And finally, he does come down, and that was a long play. Looked like he gets about 4, maybe 5 on 1st and 10 to start the second half.
Yeah, Countryman, Big 77, as you mentioned, key contributor for that Team Green. Came up with a couple big tackles in that first half to help keep Team White, Tech Savvy Team White, out of the end zone. But a tight affair, as you mentioned, Mike. 6-0 here to start off this second half. Should be a pretty good finish. Very evenly matched teams.
2nd and 5, and they keep it on the ground once again along that far side. Some room to move past the 50-yard line and more, as he's still trying to keep in bounds, but he steps out past midfield. And that was Mattia on that ground assignment. He found a hole, and he gets a huge gain on 2nd and 5, so that will bring the football. Let's see where they mark it, close to midfield, but that was a big pickup for Team Green.
Yeah, Holdaway doing a good job forcing Mattia out of bounds, or else Mattia was going to the house with that one. Another big stop there from Holdaway. Hustling to the edge and forcing him out of bounds, or else that was going to be another touchdown for Team Green.
Right at midfield, 1st and 10. Now they go to the air, and lateral pass, actually probably a 2-yard drop on that pass play, and now the receiver down and slow to get up. As the coaching staff coming over to take a peek at him.
It's Countryman that's down after that tackle.
Injury timeout on the field.
Looked like it was pretty harmless there, but
So good to see Countryman back up fairly quickly and heading off with really minimal to no help. So he's off to the sidelines for at least a little bit. Hopefully he's back in the game soon. 2nd down and 12 coming up, and a whole bunch of flags come out right after the snap. So
yeah,
you expect this football to come back 5 yards.
Yeah, Team Green, Tech Savvy, a little bit too eager to get that play underway. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
So now this will create a 2nd and 17 situation here for Team Tech Savvy Green. Both teams really having some penalty trouble in this football game. Brings the football back to the 46. And they will keep it on the ground. And again, football comes backwards. Back to about the 43-yard line. So this football is going the wrong way for Team Tech Savvy Green. And now this is a 3rd down and close to 20 situation.
Oh, good penetration there from number 67. The defensive lineman came busting right through and came up with that tackle for a loss.
So even over 20, 3rd and about 23 to go now for Team Tech Savvy Green. They have a 6-0 lead, scoring early in the first half. And both defenses coming up pretty large since then, so no further scoring. Just nicely underway here in this second half.
They're going to air this one out.
Pass off to the left, a short pass to the 50-yard line. Still on his feet, evading one tackle. And now it takes about 3 defenders in white to take him down as Perot hauls it in. And he did a good job to get as much as he could after the catch. And it's going to bring up now 4th down and about 12.
Nice pass and catch there. As you mentioned, Perot coming up with the reception, broke the initial tackle, but then good job by the rest of Tech Savvy Team White rallying to the football and laying a pretty good lick there on Perot, keeping him short of that first down marker. And as opposed to electing to punt this one away, again, it's an automatic 25-yard punt should they decide to do so. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down right around midfield.
With a 6-point lead, and the football's still on their side of the field, so fairly gutsy call with this one here. 4th down and a long way to go, about 12 for the first half, and they flub the pitch along that far side. It's picked up, and a whole world of trouble back to the 40-yard line, still on his feet, but that's where he will go down, just inside the 40-yard line. And that's going to turn the football over to Team White. Not a lot that Mattia could have done with that one after that botched snap.
No, Mattia just couldn't handle that pitch. Looked like it was a little bit high. Obviously not where you'd like to have it as the running back, and just goes right through his hands and forced to scramble to try and pick it up and make something out of that play, but just not able to outrun that Team White defense. Another good job there by the D for Team White, and now their offense chance to try and tie this one up.
Yeah, nice little gift there for Team White. Look at this field position. 43-yard line of Team Tech Savvy Green. So the White squad now takes over. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun formation to start off this drive. Now they'll hand it off to the running back, and nice little seam along the near side. Long strides for number 55 past the 30-yard line. Still on his feet. He's ducking around everybody. Still on his feet. And what a run by Holdaway as he grabbed that football immediately and found his seam, and not too much stopped him right up the middle. So a huge 1st and 10 run, and things looking even more rosy now for Team Tech Savvy White.
Well, that's another big run by Holdaway, but good to see Countryman back out on the field after that earlier injury after the catch. And it was Countryman that came up with the touchdown-saving tackle. Again, that is the second time in this football game that we've seen Countryman tackle Holdaway to save a touchdown. I don't think Holdaway is too happy to see Countryman back on the football field.
1st and 10. Once again, they will try with what works. Here's Holdaway heading towards the end zone. He finds it. Touchdown, Team Tech Savvy White. And you go with what works as Holdaway has his 2nd consecutive big run, this one for a major score. And we're all tied up at 6.
Good hard running there from Big 55. Holdaway finds the hole and able to elude this time. Finally able to elude Countryman, who was the last line of defense, get into the end zone and tie this one up. Now a chance for Team White, Tech Savvy Team White, to take the lead here. Again, it was Team Green that had failed on their extra point attempt. Again, I don't know that they're able to kick. I believe they have to go for 2. And I do say that, but I'm not sure if it counts for 1 or 2. But again, I don't believe they're allowed to kick it.
They tried a pass play before, and now this is what Team Tech Savvy White's going to do, and the same result.
Number 99 on the stop.
Number 99 for Tech Savvy Green.
As that one was big Worley, number 99 on the stop there for the defense, and successfully stops a 2-point convert. So both teams with a major score in this football game, unconverted, were 6-6.
Nice job there, Big 99 Worley coming through with the tackle on Sawyer Emmett, the quarterback. And Worley certainly brings some size. Sawyer Emmett probably wasn't too happy seeing Big 99 come through the line there.
Good drive for Team Tech Savvy White to come back and tie up this football game. Wind still very brisk here at the Chatham-Kent Athletic Complex. Team Tech Savvy Green back with the football to 25-yard line as they look to answer. Now a big pitch back to number 77, trying to turn the corner. He's in a bit of trouble. Now he will recover. Now he's got some room, some positive yards, and now he goes to the center of the football field. Let's see if his speed can take him all the way down. He's still got it, and he's heading to an open part of the field. What a run! Down to the end zone. Touchdown for Team Tech Savvy Green. Countryman back in the game, and he has a huge run from one end of the field to the other, and Team Tech Savvy Green back on top. 12-6. What a run by Countryman when it looked like he was going to go for a fairly sizable loss.
Yeah, Countryman was wrapped up, as you mentioned, Mike, about at least 5 yards deep behind his own line of scrimmage, but able to shake the tackler and then just using that speed and elusiveness and a great job weaving his way through Tech Savvy Team White's defense and finding his way to the house. Boy, that's the biggest run we've seen here today. Great job by Big 77 to give Tech Savvy Team Green the lead once again.
A flurry of offense for both of these teams here midway through this second half. And they go for the convert once again. They throw it up into the end zone and jump ball. Who's got it? Who comes down with it?
Number 4.
It was intercepted by Sawyer Emmett, actually, and they blow it dead. I guess they're not going to let them return that. So it was intercepted by Sawyer Emmett.
But another 6 points on the board, and now it's Team Tech Savvy Green who recaptures the lead. A 12-6 lead here in this second half with just under 14 minutes left to go in this Bantam Day of Champions. And after the defense coming up large for both sides in the first half, now we're seeing the offense for both sides kind of come to life here.
Yeah. Tech Savvy Team White had the lead for all of about 23 seconds there, and then
Countryman comes down and spoils it.
Yeah, Countryman decided, you know what, I think I enjoyed having the lead a little bit more.
I'm more comfortable with the lead. He goes from one end of the field to the other. A huge run by Countryman, 12-6 for his team. With Team Tech Savvy Green, as now their defense back on the field.
I thought it was my binoculars, but this window's just a little hazy.
Now a pitch off to the right-hand side, another little opening, and a pretty good run on 1st and 10 by Holdaway as he gets about 6 yards on 1st and 10, so second down coming up.
Yeah, nice tackle there from Pico.
Now, do we have an injured? No, I guess he's back up. Didn't know if Bayless was shaken up a little bit, but he pops back up and he looks to be okay. Second down and 4 for Team Tech Savvy White. Again, trying to respond. Down by 6 once again.
It's pretty good the quarterback intercepted that ball on the inside.
Once again, a pitch off to the left-hand side, but nowhere to go. And he keeps going backwards, and now the defense for Team Tech Savvy Green takes the ball carrier down, but that was a huge loss on what was 2nd and 4.
That was, excuse me, that was Big Worley coming through, 99. Initially got a hold of him, and I actually think he kind of let him go because he thought the play was over, and the officials hadn't actually blown the whistle. So the rest of the help got there in defense and eventually tackled for the loss. But boy, oh boy, good job by Worley to get the penetration.
It sets up a 3rd down and a very long way to go.
Yeah.
About 20 yards to pick up here. Stunning turnaround from a 2nd and 4 situation. But here we go. 3rd and very long for Team Tech Savvy White as they go to the air. Jump ball, and it falls down. That was close to being intercepted off the fingertips, and it falls down to the turf, incomplete. So now a 4th down from their own 15-yard line. So probably a situation where you just say, okay, let's do the punt and
Yeah.
mark off 25 yards.
I think you've got it exactly right there, Mike. Looks like they're counting off that 25-yard punt. That's automatic when you decide you're going to punt the ball away and not go for it on 4th down. That pass on 3rd down intended for Cohen Gillette, but triple coverage there from Tech Savvy Team Green. And now Team Green, good field position here, the 40-yard line. Chance to possibly extend that lead.
Able to make that defensive stand after giving up the 6. And now the momentum swings in their favor, as you mentioned, Michael, with the good field position here to the 40-yard line of Team Tech Savvy White.
And just 10 minutes left in this football game.
Quarterback Pico will hand it off. And now another big hole along that right-hand side. And he's got some speed. Finally, he'll be taken down, but a huge run. Another good one by Countryman. We've seen him with some giant runs here this afternoon. And, again, he will further the field position here for his team, for Team Green.
Well, great hustle by Holdaway there to go and make the tackle, because Holdaway and Countryman just seem to be going back and forth here. One carries the football, the other one tackles him, and it's vice versa. And that time it's Holdaway with the hustle tackle there, because if Holdaway doesn't make that tackle, Countryman's gone to the end zone for another touchdown.
Pico playing out of the shotgun formation here on 1st and 10. Gets the football. Once again, will hand it off. This time a different carrier. He zips and zags a couple of different ways. Does he make it to the end zone? And waiting for the... And it is a touchdown. He does get over the goal line, so another big run. This time Mattia with the assignment. And he'll punch it in for another major score. So another 6 for Team Tech Savvy Green. And now they've opened up an 18-6 lead.
Yeah, 2-score lead there by Team Green, Tech Savvy Team Green. 2 straight scores here on consecutive possessions in the second half, and trying to put their stamp on the victory here in this Day of Champs championship game.
Trying to find the convert for the first time for either side today. And again, the futility streak will remain. And it's going to remain an 18-6 lead for Team Tech Savvy Green. So in total of 4 touchdowns between the 2 squads. And none of them have been converted with extra points, but still an 18-6 lead. So Team Tech Savvy Green, Mike, in a good spot as the time ticks down to under 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, certainly are. Good job here in the second half to get things rolling on offense. Have yet to see a converted point after. That,
maybe we will someday before the end of this afternoon.
Well, we don't even know what it's
Tech
worth.
Savvy White takes it over at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, it's like 3 for a kick, 2 for a pass, 1 for a run.
No, I don't think they're allowed to.
Team Tech Savvy White now with the offense back on the field, and this time it's a run for Holdaway, who gets some offensive reps here. And he'll pick up close to 4, I believe, on that carry. So second down and about 6 coming up, if not a short 7, with 7:05 to go in this second half at a 12-point lead for Team Tech Savvy Green.
Yeah, Mattia with the tackle there, coming off that touchdown run.
Team Tech Savvy White looking for maybe a quick score if they can here, with that time ticking down pretty quickly and down by a couple of scores. As they will hand it off once again. Now here's some burst of speed down that far side. And speaking of a quick score, oh my goodness, look at the speed down that far sideline. Absolutely, there is a touchdown.
And that's Holdaway.
For Holdaway, 55. And just seconds after you tee it up like that, there is a quick score to bring it back to a 6-point game, 18-12. So the offense on both sides just bursting open in this second half. And this might be a close finish.
Boy, Holdaway looked like a man possessed there. Nobody was going to catch him absolutely threw it into high gear and was gone.
If they get it, just say.
So the 2-point conversion, as you mentioned, Mike, coming up, and this is a one-score game once again. These two teams, the second half, have opened up the offenses, just a lot of back and forth.
We saw the defense really shine in that first half, but as you mentioned, it's just gone 180 from there, and both offenses, some big runs, and seeing a lot of the end zone. So an 18-12 lead right now, as Team Tech Savvy White going for more to come a little bit closer. Once again, they'll try to punch it into the end zone. Quarterback keeps it, trying to find that seam along that far side, and they get in. It's the quarterback who keeps it, and that is Sawyer Emmett. Keeps it himself, and he saw that one drawn up right away, right from the snap. It was going to be him all the way, and he gets the first convert of the entire afternoon here. So now it's a 4-point lead here for Team Tech Savvy Green.
It's just unclear at this point if those are actually worth 2 points or a single point.
So now a 4-point lead for Team Tech Savvy Green. The first touchdown converted here in this football game. So Team Green gets it right back again. They'll keep it on the ground as the ball come loose past the 25-yard line.
Boy, it looked like two players kind of jumped on it at the same time. We'll see whose ball and it's Team White ball.
Looks like Team White's football.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. How about this for a turnaround? With a major score to come back to within 4 points. And now, after one play, Team Tech Savvy Green coughs up the football. And Team White has the football in wonderful field position, about the 26-yard line. And now you look at the time, too, with 3:15 to go. So now a good spot here for Team Tech Savvy White. Back on offense.
What a turn of events here after the fumble recovery.
They'll keep it on the ground, and now he still has it, evading a tackle. And finally, it's Holdaway who is stopped after about a 4-yard pickup, it appears, after Holdaway gets that assignment, down to 2:42 to go.
Mattia and Bayless combining on that tackle, but boy, oh boy, big 99 Worley for Team Tech Savvy Green. Absolutely threw his defender into the running back, Holdaway, nearly knocked him over, nearly used his own teammate to knock over the running back. Boy, Worley is a force to be reckoned with along that defensive line.
Second down, close to 5 coming up here. Time ticking down. Team Tech Savvy White down by 4, and does the ball come loose once again?
Oh, my.
And do they turn it over?
Yeah.
Number 50 got
Yes, Team Green has the football back.
Oh, boy. Smith looked like he picked it up right away after that ball came loose. And how about that pendulum swing for the momentum as Team Tech Savvy Green now will grab the football back just as quickly. And they still nurse that 4-point lead. Time continues to tick down. We're just 95 seconds away from the end of regulation. Deflating for Team White.
Oh, just when it looked like the window was open, it closes that quickly with time running down in this football game.
For what? Well, it doesn't really matter.
Now a handoff to the running back right up the middle. That's Mattia. And good effort by Mattia, keeping those legs churning. He gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. And that's close to a 9-yard pickup on first down.
And we're under a minute now left to play in this championship game. And Team Green, they get the first down here. Can ice this one away.
You can see the excitement on Team Green now as they can feel the win with about a half minute left to go. Will keep it on the ground along the near side, trying to stay in bounds, and he does. Nice little move. Now he cuts to the center of the football field. Look at this run here. He's got some room along that far side. Still on his feet. 15 seconds left to go in regulation. Still on his feet as he evades another tackle. Finally is hauled down, but Countryman has had one heck of a morning.
And wouldn't you know it is absolutely fitting that it's 55 Holdaway that chases him down and keeps him from getting into the end zone once again.
Those two will have a nice little handshake here in a few minutes at the end of the game. They've both been major parts of this game for both sides here. 4.7 seconds to go.
6 seconds? Yep. Perfect. Is it, did you,
Yeah, you flick it when he, well, I think when he waves his hand, I think.
They've reset the clock to 6 seconds remaining.
right there, he's just waved his
4-point lead for Team Tech Savvy Green. This could be the last play of the football game. And
Okay, flick the switch, flick the switch.
that might be the end of the football game as they're, yep, that is. The signal is we're done. And a Bantam victory on this day of champs for Team Tech Savvy Green. That was an entertaining second half. A very defensive-minded first half. Then the floodgates open in the second half and an 18-14 win for Team Tech Savvy Green.
Great job by both squads. And as you mentioned, Mike, yeah, certainly entertaining second half. Great job, both sides. Nice to see them go back and forth. Good, clean football game, well played. And great to see the talent on display here that's available in Chatham-Kent and that the Cougars organization are going to have for years to come. Great to have this day of champs. Certainly an enjoyable day for all the members of the teams. And congratulations to Team Green, obviously, for the big victory here. But really the winners are the kids and the Cougars organization for a day like today.
A company like Tech Savvy sponsoring minor football here in Chatham-Kent and other minor sports all across the municipality. So good football game here this morning and early afternoon. Team Tech Savvy Green with the Bantam win today, 18-14. On behalf of Mike James, Jeff Brooks on the camera, it is Mike Renier with the Chatham-Kent Cougars, some fall football.
Hey, congratulations, Tech Savvy, Bantam, White. You guys had a great season. We were able to mix up the teams, and that helped, I think, for parity. But I thought you guys played well. You played very well today. You almost won. Okay, congrats. Thank your coaches. Okay, you guys did a great job. Thank your coaches. Good job, guys. Thanks, parents, for being resilient this year. It was a very different year for us. And here's the trophy. Take a picture with it, guys. Congrats.
Congratulations, Tech Savvy White.
Like I said, there's a lot of parity within the league. That was awesome. Thanks, Simon, for help breaking up the teams and making it a very fair season after that.
And congratulations
on winning championship.
Champs, Tech Savvy Green.